I don't care how many times I do this, it's always a little nerve-wracking putting your boat back in the water.
We spent the last 2 weeks bringing our sailboat back to life after leaving her in a tropical boatyard for nearly a year. It was a task not for the faint of heart, but after lots of sweating and swearing and chipping away at a seemingly never-ending to-do list, the day has finally come to splash her back in the water. This wasn't our first rodeo, but we had a few shining moments where it sure felt like it.
So, that was probably one of the most interesting splashes I ever had. First of all, when I went in to check for leaks, we had a huge leak.
We were actually technically sinking, albeit slowly.
It's just a little embarrassing because the guys are out there waiting for me to fix this. The second I hit the bow thruster, all the power on the boat shut off. And so it came out and we lost all the instruments.
As with most aspects of boat life, things rarely go according to plan, and today was no exception. But with Kazza wrapping things up back at the build, and the impending arrival of my 2 favorite girls, we were determined to do whatever it takes to get this boat back afloat.
Ooh, that was a good one. There's really nothing civilized about sailing around the world, huh?
Today's the day. Finally get to splash. It's been what, 9 or 10 days of hard labor now?
I think this will be start of day 10.
Start of day 10. And I'm feeling it, man. I got sick a couple days ago. I think I've just been pushing myself too hard. I got stomach cramps yesterday, didn't sleep well. But it'll be good to get in the water. The boat's just a whole different place. It suddenly becomes living room.
Our last big job on the boat was painting the bottom. We used a special type of anti-fouling paint that helped prevent growth from building up on the hull while we're in the water. But since Delos is held up by stands and her keel is actually touching the ground, that means there's a few little spots that we couldn't get on our first pass. So now we're going to lift her up, move the stands, and finish off the last few details. We need to let her dry for an hour or so, and then it'll be time for the moment of glory.
Bill was kind enough to volunteer to sand the bottom of the keel because I am just feeling like super weak, not well at all. How does it look down there?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's not the worst, not the best. Not the highest quality sand, but it'll stick to it.
It doesn't have to be.
Nah.
All right, Bill, this is the final step. After this, beaches and bikinis, buddy.
You've been promising that for 10 days, Brian. I was here under false pretense.
It's the carrot that keeps us going.
While we were wrapping up things here in the yard, back in Australia, Kazza was on a similar trajectory.
Everything has been going super good here at the boat in Australia, but it's also time for me to pack up my stuff and get going. I wanted to take you guys on a little tour of the boat so you guys can see it, how it is now, and then all the stuff that is gonna have happened when we're gone. I don't think we say this enough, but it's just so incredible to be working with such great people. I mean, Dan and the whole Stradbroke team, they're just amazing. Like, we have so much fun.
You feel that? That's solid.
Oh yeah. We have so much trust in this build and their skills and everything. I actually have just like FOMO from leaving, but I know we're leaving her in incredible hands. So huge shout out to Stradbroke Yachts, Dan and the team, because they're amazing, and it's just so much fun to work together. But before I show you guys around, I want to share something a little bit more personal. I know I've mentioned this change before, but now it's actually happening. We're leaving the build and kind of the life we created here in Australia and headed back to Delos in French Polynesia. It's been more emotional than I expected, and even though I'm really excited of what's ahead, it's definitely a bittersweet feeling. And I didn't originally think that a few months on land would affect me this much. But finding a rhythm here, being part of a team, working on the build, having a bit of a routine, it grounded me in a way that I didn't even realize I needed. So yeah, walking away from that, it feels hard, but it's got me thinking about how life changes can really shift your sense of identity. And 1 minute you're settled into like kind of this version of yourself, like me right here, building our dream boat. And the next you're stepping into something totally new, crossing oceans, homeschooling Sierra. It's exciting, but also feels quite overwhelming. That's honestly why I'm really happy to be in a paid partnership with BetterHelp on this video. Therapy has helped me so much during times like this, just having someone outside of like the day-to-day who can help you make sense of what you're feeling. With BetterHelp, you fill out a short questionnaire and get matched with a credentialed therapist. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch anytime, no extra cost. So if you're in the middle of a transition or just feeling like having someone to talk to, click the link in the description below or head on over to betterhelp.com/Delos for 10% off your first month. Okay, tour time. So Nate is working up here on these hatches here on the back. If we first go into the port hall, we took away the stairs because yesterday Steve came here and they're working on all the interior basically for the guest cabin and also Sierra's cabins, and I'm really excited. Steve has actually started to put up everything in this cabin in the 3D program. I can probably put it here right on the screen. So this whole thing is going to be kind of like wood, and then it's going to do some cubbies. And if we walk into the starboard hall, okay, this head is really coming along and it looks amazing. So we have kind of the divider for the shower. This is going to be the vanity, and we're starting to put in the shower hardware. This is going to be like a little seat thing, and up here is going to be storage. They cut out the door, they put in this one yesterday, this back panel, and the measurements for that, I am so impressed. Oh my god, so many weird corners and stuff. Knowing we'd be away from the build for a few months, I was so curious to see how much Delos 2.0 would change during that time. We left for a couple of months previously, right after the flip, and when we came back, it felt like a totally different boat, almost like she'd grown up a bit without us. So it was a bittersweet feeling walking away from the build, excited for all the progress to come, but also a little sad knowing we'd be missing part of the journey.
Get out of here, Kaz.
How does it feel? Great.
Done it. Nah, we're gonna miss you.
Yeah.
It's good because we can get answers in a hurry. You're gonna miss us?
Yeah.
Like a hole in the head?
It's like definitely FOMO from what projects do you think are gonna be the biggest ones?
It'll be in the water by the time you get back.
Yeah, I know. So you're gonna do the trampolines?
Yep. Trampolines, finish off the bathrooms.
So they're gonna get like painted and insulated and everything,
Yep.
right?
Roof panels.
Roof panels,
Yep.
everything. Oh, okay, cool.
Doors and windows, right fit. I'll just strap a GoPro to my head. One to the front of my head and one to the back of my head for you.
Sounds great then. Okay, I'm out of here. Wish me good luck on the travels.
Meanwhile, back over here in Raiatea, we were also hoping for a bit of luck, as the moment we'd been waiting for had finally arrived. Delos 1 was going back in the water.
All right, Bill, here we go. Ready? Never been readier, buddy. Never been readier. It feels so freaking wobbly up here. It's really a weird feeling.
If you've watched any of the other 9 times we've hauled Delos out on our trip around the world, you're used to seeing us on a big travel lift. which looks a little bit something like this. But as you might have noticed, here in Raiatea, we're being pulled around and lowered into the water with a tractor and trailer. And while these guys are amazing at their jobs, and for them this is just another day in the office, for us, it feels a bit unsettling to say the least. But everything went off without a hitch as we slowly reversed Delos into the water. That is, of course, until this happened.
It's something really embarrassing. I hadn't finished the water maker yet, and so I left the water maker manifold off, and so when I turned the through hole and water started pouring in.
We were actually technically sinking,
We were sinking.
albeit slowly.
It's just a little embarrassing because the guys are out there waiting for me to fix this.
I sealed everything back up and stopped the huge leak in the water maker, and we are officially not sinking. The next step was to make sure that the engine would fire up and we'd be on our way.
Let's give her a go. Okay, catastrophe averted. We plugged the leak in the manifold. We're no longer sinking. The engine's running. We have cooling water. I think we're ready to go. I don't care how many times I do this. It's always a little nerve-wracking putting your boat back in the water. I don't know why. Do you agree, Bill?
Oh yeah.
There's nothing not natural about it.
I might put my hand a little shaky.
All right, here we go.
One of the guys jumped in and disconnected us from the trailer, then gave us a push so we could drift into just deep enough water to start maneuvering. Our original plan was to reverse to the slip and then pivot the bow up using our bow thruster and go nose in since it wasn't deep enough to go stern first. But that was not what happened. We didn't really film a lot of it because it was actually pretty hectic, but here's the rundown of what ensued.
The second I hit the bow thruster, all the power on the boat shut off. Hey, I don't have a bow thruster, I'm gonna have to go around. Because the batteries are so and so it came out and we lost all the instruments. I lost depth, wind, the engine stayed running, but I lost bow thruster. And this boat is really dependent on the bow thruster.
Here you can see that as I'm trying to bring the nose around, the wind is just pushing it right back down. So I decided to take a different approach.
And so then we had to go out. We did a big loop in the anchorage. You got drone footage of all this.
Got the whole thing, yeah.
Thank you.
Except when you guys went out, I had no idea what you were doing, so I landed and switched
I don't think
batteries.
anybody had any idea.
I don't think we knew what we were doing.
I was like, Bill. So we went out, we did a big loop. I got the generator fired up. I turned on both the battery chargers, and that was enough to bring the system back online so that at least I could get into the dock. And now we're here. Oh, most exciting, hectic splash ever. Okay, that's it.
Okay, are you ready, Sierra?
Come in the picture, Mama.
I'm taking your videos here. I'm in the picture.
Hello.
Hello. We are ready. The girls are ready, and we're leaving in about 20 minutes. The Uber should be here. And we have Mom is actually coming to the airport at the same time. She's flying to Sweden at home, and we're flying to see Brian and Delos in French Polynesia.
Mama.
And what an incredible visit. What was your highlight of the visit, Sierra, when Mom was here?
Going to the zip line park with Momo.
Yeah. Alright. You've been to a lot of parks, huh? And the bouncy world. Yes. What was your favorite part?
Hanging out with Sierra
Yeah.
and helping to build an aluminum catamaran.
Yeah, it's been really good. But yeah, the house is packed up. We have all our stuff right here. I only have one bag, which is amazing because Brian brought most of the stuff. It is 90% boat parts since they've been working on Delos, realizing that quite a few things are broken. But yeah, the house is all ready to go, and wish us good luck on these travels. Okay, little house. See you in a couple of months. Oh, this feels so weird. Closing up the house. We're all ready.
Okay, no time to rest because we've got to check critical systems now that we're in the water. The number one critical system, I want to test these ones before we use them. Ooh, that's not nice. Let's see if we can get some water in there.
A few moments later.
That one has a little bit of stuff in it. When we left the boat, they were empty and we flushed them with vinegar and all sorts of stuff. So I have no idea what's going on. The back one works, it's clean and good. Other ones are air conditioning. We have 2 out of 3 working AC units, which is amazing. And water maker. I got the water maker brought back up. It was producing really good quality water after being pickled for 10 months. And so now I feel like I've had 2 wins. I'm gonna take a look at this toilet, and if we can get this toilet working, then we can sleep cool and peacefully tonight. So, yeah, that's not poop water or pee water or anything. It's just, who knows what it is, to be honest with you. What I'm gonna do is just gonna take the bottom of the hose off, drain that stuff off, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see how much of this we can get out of here. I might have to put this down. I need 2 hands, but you get the idea about what's gonna happen. Okay, so far no smoking gun. The pump motor looks clean. There's nothing stuck in it. I went and pulled this hose off. It does have some restrictions, but it's not 100% blocked, but I'll go ahead and clean this out all the way. So the only other thing I can think of is that maybe that part is blocked right there. I'll have to dig in there with a longer screwdriver. Anyway, we'll do that and we'll see where we end up.
What would you do with a clogged head hose? Don't hit. Oh, I don't want to get too close to this.
This is not poop, by the way. This stuff is so prehistoric. It's actually fossilized. It's now fertilized.
Whatever you got to tell yourself to not gag. Oh, that was a good one.
Did you get that one?
I got that one. Oh. There's really nothing civilized about sailing around the world, huh?
Especially not the amount of money you spend.
Fly first class everywhere for the amount of money I spent last year crossing the Pacific. It's the most expensive way to go somewhere for free. Quote unquote.
Anyway, that's it for me today. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna get cleaned up. We're gonna go on a dinghy cruise to a little restaurant down the road called Fish and Blue, and we are going to celebrate splashing Delos because it has been hell of a 10-day work extravaganza. But splashing Delos wasn't even the most exciting part of the day. Kazza and Sierra were en route, and after the longest time we've ever spent apart, we were about to be reunited the very next day. I was so excited to see them that I actually flew to Tahiti to meet them for the last leg of the trip.
Hi, Sierra. I missed you so much.
Oh, we missed you so much.
How are you?
How was the flight, Sierra?
Good.
Were you a big girl on the flight?
Oh, God,
you guys.
we made it. How happy are you to see Daddy again?
So happy.
I'm happy to
I'm just crazy, Dad.
You squeezed me big time. What was your favorite part about flying, Sierra?
Seeing you.
You're so
Good
sweet.
answer.
Nah, 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 nah.
Are you excited to see Delos here?
Yes. I'm so excited.
Remember this place here? How long ago was it since we were here?
10 months?
10 months. Can't believe it's been that long. Oh, it feels like a lifetime ago though.
You miss Delos?
Oi.
Ooh. Did I hit your leg? Look who's home.
Hi, Sierra.
My bedroom!
Excited.
I can't even wait. I need to go work now.
Okay.
My baby bath?
What's your
baby bath in my bedroom?
I don't know. Look at this. It's exactly like you left it.
I don't want to read this never ever again.
I know. It smells like Delos. It always has that boat smell, doesn't it?
Yep, smells familiar.
Yeah. Hey, somebody's peeing.
Sorry, I had to go.
Wow. Look at this, huh? This is us! Okay, now it's time to decompress and take a deep breath.
Just crash for a while.
Yeah.
Life has been quite the whirlwind lately, feeling pulled between two different worlds and making big moves and changes once again. But now, we're back together as a family on Delos, and it was finally time to be reminded of what all this hard work has been for. Sierra is excited to learn how to snorkel today. She tried on her snorkel earlier. What do you see, Sierra?
You bommy spotting?
Which way, Sierra? Okay. Are you ready? This is gonna be a lifelong skill. Okay, pull your hair back. Ready? Put that mask on first. Is it okay? Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, let's go like this. We're just gonna put our faces in, and we're just gonna breathe through our snorkel, okay? Was that cool? Okay, show us what you got. You're a natural. Can you breathe? Don't forget to breathe. You see all the fishies? Look at them. What did you see? A huge stingray, huh?
Big one.
That was big. What did you see?
A baby dog!
No way, where did it go?
It was like so fast.
You scared it, huh? That's amazing, Sierra.
I love it! Oh my god, what a fun thing to do as a family.
Oh my gosh, cruising life, it's been, I gotta be honest, it's been a little bit rough since getting back. It's just been like, all the things that are very difficult about cruising hit us at once. We got into the yard, there was a ton of work to get the boat ready, a hot, sticky, sweaty mess, disorganized. The weather's been terrible, but then, you know, we get to see Sierra snorkel for the first time, and it just brings back that joy of cruising, of life, of what it's supposed to be about. And I don't know, I look forward to more of these moments.
Yep.
Yeah. This is so special, Sierra. You really took to it right away. Amazing.
You're just going for it.
You're just going for it, huh? Are you having fun? What is your favorite part of this?
That has the water.
Isn't that cool? That is amazing.
Woohoo!